going on, guys? It's your main man back in here with another video. The Expendables 4 CinemaCon footage spotlights new and returning cast. I like this franchise. It's like a throwback to the 80s, early 90s action flicks. Let's get in here. The first footage for Expendables 4 has been revealed at CinemaCon. The Expendables 4 is the continuation of the action franchise created by Sylvester Stallone in 2010 and his first sequel since Expendables 3 underperformed at the box office in 2014. The newest movie is directed by Need for Speed Scott Waag, and brings back key characters like Stallone's Barney Ross, Jason Statham's Lee Christmas, as well as Dolph Lundgren's Gunnar Jensen and Randy Couture's Toll Road. Newcomers to the franchise include Megan Fox, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Tony Jaa, Andy Garcia, and Iko Uwais as the Expendables 4 main villain. I have no idea who that is. Good, I can look him up. The Expendables was made to be a throwback to action films of the 80s and 90s, bringing together the main stars of that era into one film to replicate the movies that made them famous. And that's what I like about it. That's when movies were good. And that's what I'm collecting now. I'm collecting like old movies, mainly from the 70s to the 90s. Those are movies I'm trying to collect. To date, the series has featured the likes of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mel Gibson, Harrison Ford, Wesley Snipes, Chuck Norris, and Antonio Banderas, amongst others. The Expendables 4 looks like to be keeping that trend alive. This time, bringing in some Asian action stars to the franchise. The first two films in the series were R-rated spectacles, but Expendables 3 opted for a younger cast of newcomers and PG-13, which many viewed as the fatal flaw. Yeah, it sucked. You can't do that stuff. You have some bookworm who thinks he knows best. And, we'll change it up and see if we can attract a younger audience. And shut up. Just do it the right way. And cater to the fans that love this stuff. It's like Blade, the next Blade they're coming out with. They're going to make it PG-13. Man, are you serious? A vampire movie rated PG-13. Who sat in a boardroom and convince a room full of people that this would be a good idea? Like, stop it. Well, Stallone has said that Expendables 4 will return to its R-rated roots. Expendables 4, Stallone details supports Barney Ross death theories. Footage from the Expendables 4, officially titled Expendables, was shown at Lionsgate's CinemaCon presentation via THR, Barney Hertz, Flick Direct. It highlights the return to those aforementioned roots, showing the main Expendables stars back in action, as well as newcomers. The footage in question was fairly minimal, with most of it being from the previous entries franchise before teasing some sparse action from the new entry, although without any story or context. It opens with Stallone saying, "This life is not for everyone." Franchise stats then flash across the screen, noting that more than 500,000 rounds of ammunition have been used and more than 7,000 dead bodies piled up over the past three films. That's a lot. The footage then teases a number of quick cut action sequences. Stallone was billed as Sylvester Stallone in the footage, suggesting that he's taken more of a backseat role in this new entry, as has been rumored. Let me go back up here for a second. Said bring some Asian action stars to the franchise. Well, wasn't Jet Li in it? Alright. The rumor also suggests that Stallone will be killed off in Expendables 4 with Strahan's Christmas taking over as the franchise lead. Stallone finished his part of filming back in October 2021, and since that time there have been set pictures and videos that mostly feature Strahan as well as 50 Cent and Wise or whatever. Let me see what this guy is. Alright. So they're adding more guys from Southeast Asia, I guess. Including a knife fight tease between Strahan and Wise, is the star of the Raid films, which helped launch him into superstardom with his first venture in Hollywood being in Mark Wahlberg's Mall 22. He has since appeared in movies like Stuber, Triple Threat, and Snake Eyes, but will take the villain spotlight for Expendables, allowing him to show off more of his martial arts prowess to U.S. audiences. It's great to have the Expendables crew back in action. While it's not exactly Oscar caliber material, it's not trying to be. Oscars suck anyway. The series has mostly operated under the guise of recreating the glory days of a bygone action era and has been mostly successful. The Expendables 3 being the weakest of the bunch in that department. Duh. Whether Stallone continues to appear or the filmmakers continue to rotate action stars in and out of the franchise, it's fun. It's a fun place to relive the action movies of old. Even if some of the stars are newer to the game, Expendables is expected to release sometime in 2022. So I like this stuff, and I agree. Number 3, it was terrible. The first 2 get the series high 5. Third one gets the finger. It was not good. Stuff like that, you cannot make it PG-13. That's what makes it. It's all the violence and stuff is what makes. Yeah, and we know it's not real. So I mean, come on. It's just for entertainment. I mean, nobody really wants to see a bunch of people getting mowed down in real life. It doesn't look good. But for a movie, we know it's not real. It's just entertainment, fantasy. And I will check this out. And I'm going to wrap this up. And I will talk to you guys later. And remember, like, share, subscribe. And I'll talk to you next video. Peace.